and welcome to today's 15-minute full body flow. Grab your mat and let's go. Let's do it. We're gonna sit nice and tall right at the top. Right away, just raising the crown of your head up nice and strong. You've got it. Big breath. Empty out. Inhale, reach the hands high. And exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold forward. We're gonna switch. Which leg is in front here? Reach nice and high. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold forward. And then sitting nice and far back behind, walking your fingertips behind you. Roll the shoulders back, take the gaze up. And exhale, round the shoulders back out. Meet me on your back in corpse pose. So we're gonna start with the toes rolled out to the sides, the shoulders tucked beneath, hands facing up, your fingertips curling in. Take a big breath and start to soften from head to toe. Releasing any tension in your forehead, any tightness between your eyebrows, anything stuck in the bridge of your nose, in the top of your lip. Maybe opening your mouth, maybe releasing your jaw. Yeah, finding softness in your neck. Finding a way to release, maybe inching the shoulders down just a little further from the ears. Maybe you let your elbows bend a little bit more. Maybe you take your hands out to the sides, just a little further. Really letting go, releasing in the glutes, anything you're holding on to in your hamstrings, your knees. Releasing in your calves, your ankles, and your toes. Yeah. And then doing that again all the way from head to toe, like a warm rush of water, all the way down. And then we're gonna bend our knees in towards our chest. Planting your feet firmly, securing the low back in, maybe taking your hands right to your hips, just pressing down. Take a big breath, empty it out. We're gonna take our right leg up, hands wrap right behind the right calf, the right thigh, whichever feels better here for you, so either one. And just pulling in a little bit. Starting here, maybe there's some bouncing in your hands, waking everything up. Maybe it's full tension, just holding the support. Maybe your hand slides up as you stay a little longer. And then maybe you start to point and flex your toes. Maybe you start to roll your ankle in both directions. And then we're gonna take a half happy baby. So you can keep your knee bent or you can extend the left leg long as your right hand comes to the outside of the right foot. Yeah, just securing yourself down. Maybe your left hand is still on the left hip. And then if you bent your left leg, pulling it back into a bent knee, you're gonna cross your right foot over your left ankle and add a little pressure to the right knee, pressing out. And then cross it over for a spinal twist, dropping your right knee over to the left side. Glance off over your right shoulder. And come back through center. We're gonna switch, so taking the left leg up, you're gonna place your hand behind your thigh or behind your calf, whatever feels better to you today, whatever's more accessible. And you always have time to transition, to glide your hand up when you feel ready, and just start small if you need to. Yeah, and maybe there's some little bounces, maybe you're tugging your hands in, bending the elbows a little closer, a little further. Or maybe it's just a steady pull. Maybe you start to point and flex. Yeah, really getting into the nerves. Maybe you start to take some ankle circles in both directions. Yeah, maybe you glide your hand up just a little higher, testing out how things feel here. And then if you want to take your left hand to the outside of your left foot, half happy baby, you can extend your right leg or you can keep the knee bent. Let your body lead. Maybe your right hand comes to your right hip to secure you down. Take a big inhale. Empty it away. And then option if you'd like to bend the knee back in and cross over, taking your left foot to right knee, pressing your hands into the left knee here. And then we'll cross both knees off over to the right. Glance off over your left shoulder, big breath in, empty out. And then back through center. We're gonna extend our legs long here. Reach your arms nice and high above your head, pencil stretch. And the knees to chest, squeeze. Pencil stretch, squeeze. Pencil stretch, and squeeze. And then start to rock side to side. Rolling over for fetal position. And then taking your hands to the ground, look off over your left shoulder. And then we'll flap our knees over to the other side, our hands follow, and look off over your right shoulder. And then we're gonna find our belly. So just twisting fully around, finding your stomach on the mat. We're gonna set up for Sphinx. So your hands press into the mat, your palms, your elbows push down, the tops of your thighs and the tops of your feet. As your gaze lifts, you're gonna take your ears up as far away from your shoulders as you can. Take a nice big inhale and empty. Do it again, fill and rest. Taking the elbows out to the sides, letting your head fall down to your fingers, releasing in the low back. Maybe swaying the knees side to side or interlacing the ankles as you create some Venn diagrams, some circles. Maybe you take that in both directions, just to loosen up the low back. And then we'll set up for a Sphinx once more. You're gonna take your right leg out for a half frog. Yeah, so bent knee here, flexed foot, holding yourself tall. And we're just gonna start to lift and lower the ankle for 5. And if you need to cushion under your knee, maybe pause just to grab yourself a knee pad or even just scoot closer so that your knee is on the mat. Whatever feels better, or a blanket, you choose. We're just gonna go for 3, 2, 1, rest. So releasing that leg back. Fingertips come together, soften in. Maybe you take some more knee circles, ankle circles, windshield wipers. And then we're gonna extend up for our last Sphinx of the day. Pressing down, lift up, and then take your left leg out to the side. If you wanna scoot over on your mat to support your knee a little bit, depending on how your floor is underneath your mat. And then we're just gonna lift and lower the leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down and relax back in. We're gonna make our way back up to our knees today. So hands press you back up. We're gonna set up for a half camel. So you're coming to a knee stand. You can reach one arm, just one, for the half camel, or if you'd like to take a full, you can take both hands back. We're gonna reach our arm up. You can curl your toes under or you can leave them flat. So whichever feels better, whichever gives you more access, and then reach back to your heel. Press your heart up, press your hips forward, and then round it back out. Child's pose. Soften the shoulders, soften the neck. And we're gonna do it again. So coming back up, either keeping the feet flat or tucking the toes under as you meet in a knee stand. And if you took one side before, let's do the other side. Reach back, half camel. Peeling the heart up, press the hips far in front. And then roll back through center for child's pose once again. And you can take yourself off to one cheek. You can tuck your hands underneath your thighs, or you can wrap your hands behind your back. Whatever feels most comfortable here to you. And then bring yourself up to a tabletop. Start to sway your hips side to side. Maybe you take your fingertips out to the side walls, shifting your weight. Yeah. And then bringing your hands back to the front. Take your right leg out behind you. Bend your knee. Pulse up for 3, 2, 1. And then step it through for a lizard lunge. You're going to take your hands to the inside of your thigh here. Your right leg is right under your right knee. Your right foot's right under your right knee. And just soften into this posture. If you have blocks, you can take them under your elbows or under your hands. But you can always do this pose if it's within reach here, just to place your hands down. Supporting your body with your breath, sending breath wherever tension starts to build. Yeah, and then we're going to sit back into a seated tree. So bending the left knee, reaching the right toes, you're going to stretch towards the outside of the right foot here, and I want you to reach with your rib cage. So hinging forward. Yeah, big breath in. Exhale. And then back to our neutral tabletop. Yeah, swaying side to side, maybe snaking your hips around, taking some figure 8 shapes. And then take the left leg back, lift it up, flex, and pulse for 3, 2, 1. Step through lizard lunge. Yeah, so your hands on the inside of your left foot. Take your knee back, flatten your back foot, and soften. Finding a nice stretch. You can always go down to your elbows if you have access for that, if you have flexibility for that. Otherwise, just stay where you feel most comfortable. You want a little stretch. You don't want pain. Use your breath as a tool. Send it wherever the tension's building. And then sit back. We're going to take our tree pose. Yeah, so right knee bends. You're going to reach for the outside of the left foot here and reach with your rib cage. So hinge and pull. Yeah, and maybe you take your right hand to your right knee just to press it towards the ground. Big breath in. Empty out. And then we'll make our way out. We're gonna go back to a child's pose for one last time today. And I recommend bending your elbows out to the sides and letting one cheek fall to the mat. We're prepping our bodies here to do yoga forever, to move forever for as long as we can. We're prepping our bodies today. We're taking care of ourselves. We're charging our batteries. I hope this class gives you a nice charge, something to carry with you throughout your day. Maybe in this moment you set an intention to be kinder to yourself, to show some more love. Yeah. Seal that intention in with a nice big inhale. Sigh it away. And then roll onto your belly for a belly Savasana. If you'd prefer to roll to your back, please do. Otherwise, take your hands together, rest your head right on your palms, and soften in. And then start to bring attention back into your breath. Maybe bending your knees, maybe windshield wipers. And then make your way back up to your comfortable seat. Keeping your gaze soft or your eyes closed as you come back to your center. Please join me in closing with 2 breaths in before the exhale. Fill up. 1 more. Empty it all away. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. I had so much fun with you. Let me know in the comments what you thought. I post a new video every morning at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. Check it out. Take care.